Alright, looking at DrSquishy's detail entry. It's interesting. It's weird that this is like Cliff's Rocks Inc. Like it's like a mining company, but it's clearly not really a mining company. I guess there are some rocks around here, that's true. True to the word. There are some rocks in here. I like that I can actually squeeze through here. Good job on making me able to do that. It's hard to tell what this room is for. It's just a garage, I guess. Of course, I know it's just a garage, but it's like, I wish that there was more than it just being a garage. I do like that you can go low in the map. Can I use any of these ladders? Nope. Okay. Kinda wish I could. I guess I like being able to like use the map as like a jungle gym. I kinda wish the stairs were clipped. Sorry. I kinda wish that I could go inside the buildings a bit more, or use a bit more of the space. It's pretty to look at, but I kind of wish it was pretty to move around as well. You know what I mean? That's a very interesting camera. I don't know if I've ever seen that camera before. Is that from TF2? Antec? Did you make that camera? I've never seen that camera before. It's weird, I've never seen it. Ugh, I want to climb. I want to move around the space more. So I like this. I like that there's like so much cool spy tech, but then it's just very gray. You know what I mean? It's like there's no. That's cool. I like that effect. By the way, that these are here and they're ready to be shot out. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a map that has that. So that's cool, but it's very like there's no highlights. There's nothing that really catches my eye. I guess something that's really important to know about Team Fortress 2 maps is that it's really good if you have something bright in every scene. That there's always something that catches your eye. I'm not really sure if there's a term for it, but there's this weird sort of feeling that you always need something that's really bright in every scene. So for example, in this scene, there is some bright lights, but in this detail scene, there's nothing bright. And I kind of wish that there was like some reds or some blues that were like, yo, this is the rocket launching platform. You know, it's like, ooh. And even in here, there are some spotlights, but only when you look directly up. And so they're there, but I wish that there was more like brightness to it. If you look into the entity ENV light glow, or even just ENV sprite, you can have like sprite effects on all these lights. I wish that that was here. I know that there is a sprite of spotlight, but only when you're looking up at it. Otherwise, the rest of this scene, this hallway scene, is very dim. It doesn't really catch my eye all that much. I guess in here it kind of does, at least with the dust motes and stuff. This room is very, very, very dark. It must be intentional that it's so dark, right? But why is it so dark? You can use that. Fall down inside of here. Yeah. Do you just wait? Yeah, okay, wait. And that's cool, you know, that is really cool that there's a lot of like gizmos and mechanisms and like moving around the space. See, this kind of lighting, that kind of lighting you should do up on the upper area where the rocket launches are going to go too. And so at least like this area has the skybox lighting, but do you have a an fire ENV tone map controller set bloom scale to 2? Do you have a do you have one of those? I think I put through here. Set bloom scale. Do you have a tone map controller on this map? Doesn't really look like you do. You should add HDR. You should compile with HDR and then add some bloom, because the bloom will help like pick up those highlights of the nearby buildings and stuff, and I think that would help a lot. This building is kind of basic and bland. That must be in the 3D skybox, right? Yeah, it's a little bit like noticeably basic, but I think the bloom from the HDR would help a lot. Otherwise, wish that there was a little bit more storytelling going on in the detailing. Like, there's some toxic waste canisters in this dam. That's kind of neat. If you could explore that more with your detailing, I think that'd be cool. think it's kind of weird that there's uh, like this, what is this, chicken wire fence on a floor for dumping, right? So that people like dump things here, but then there's like tire marks, like it somehow supported a truck to drive over top of it. It's strange. It's not like reinforced at all. I think the skybox is neat. It looks a little bit like you copied a bit too much out of Hydro, those buildings, because I've definitely seen those buildings in Hydro before. But I think it's neat. I think this looks good. This continuation of this building with the skybox, that looks pretty good. Although maybe something more unique and dynamic in the area. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that this rocket was here until like just now. You could probably put a bit more showcasing of that, a bit more bright, or some sprites, or like some loudspeakers along the top, and they actually go off, and you actually hear like the rumbling and the shaking of the missile launches using the Doomsday missile launch. That'd be pretty cool if that existed. But I guess otherwise it's kind of like a bit basic, but that's okay. It does look good. Yeah, see, if you added those lights in here, it'd make it a little bit more interesting. Somehow, somewhere. Maybe even just like along the sides or something. Or you added like a red showcase lighting, like from down here, like at a site, all this lighting here was all red, or blue, I guess, right? Or something, you know, you'd be like, ooh, what's down below here? I want to keep exploring down. What's down? What's underneath here, you know? That's a little bit boring. But that's okay. I think the space is explorable, which is good. You know, I like that you added those things to it. I think telling a story, or a more unique story, having more, you know, more themes going on, I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, good job, dude.